Do you do a lot of problem solving in your clinics?
I do. It depends on the theme of the clinic, but yes. Lots of trailer loading, lots of, my horse does this, my horse does that. We just work through it.
What are some of the most common problems that you see between a horse and rider when they're in the beginning process of creating this bond with one another?
The most common thing is that the horse is in charge and the person's not.
They think they're in charge, but they're really not.
So, but once you can get them working together, it just straightens out. A lot of horses aren't properly halter broke, which then causes all kinds of other problems. I don't think until someone works with a horse that is really soft and really feels and is really in tune that they even understand what the difference is. So, it's kind of one of those things, if you don't know, you don't know. And so, your horse might be dragging you around or you're pulling on it, and it seems okay because you don't know any differently. So when someone can show you how to get that horse so it's always leading on a loose rope, so it's in tune with you, it stops when you stop, backs when you back, it turns when you turn, that's a good place for most people to start.
You talk a lot about finding willingness. Do you mean finding the willingness with the rider, the horse, or both?
I think it's both, but what I've found is if I can get that horse to try and to be willing, that's, things really start getting good then. So I'll start with just like a tarp or something like that, and I don't even focus on getting the horse across the tarp. I just get the horse to try to cross the tarp. So whenever there's that small amount of try, whether they're leaning forward, they're looking at it, just something positive, I release. And so that just means I just quit asking and take a breath and let them stop for a moment, which is a reward for them. And then, and so that pretty soon it starts building, so the horse is trying all the time. And then that's when they start becoming your partner.
Yeah, they have that willingness to want to work with you instead of just being confused all the time because you're speaking in a totally different language. I bet it's
right.
A lot easier for you to find willingness in horses than in your human companions. I find that to be the case at least.
Yeah, and sometimes people have to get to the point where they want to learn. You can't help someone who doesn't want to learn. But once they get there and they realize they want something different, then the sky's the limit.